Hello traders, in this video we're going to go over the results so far of the Top Gainers trading plan after 89 trades. We want to take this to 100 trades before we decide how profitable or unprofitable it is, and if we were going to continue to trade it in the future or changes that may need to be made to make it profitable, things like that. So only 11 more trades to go. If you're new around here, this is the test parameters. And we've done this before. I started doing these trading plans in early 2021. We started with a mid-cap plan, which ended up being break-even after 100 trades, but we learned a lot during that period. Then we had the small-cap trading plan, which ended up being profitable by 15R, 15 times your risk after 100 trades. So it all depends on how much you're risking per trade, and I always risk the same amount on every trade. A certain portion of my account basically, so that would be, whatever. It could be $10, could be $100, depends on what you decide to risk, and that's how much you could be profitable. Now this trading plan, the Top Gainers trading plan, was an attempt at using what we learned from the small cap trading plan, but trying to simplify it and make it as simple as possible, basically, because the small cap trading plan, although profitable, was difficult to trade and took a long time to take a lot of trades with. So I was trying to kind of go the other end of the spectrum and simplify it as much as possible and see if we could be profitable using trader discipline as the #1 edge of the trading plan. And it did work out for the first 25 trades or so, or actually 22 trades here. You can see this is where we peaked. Here is our total P&L. So this is adding up all of the P&L of all the trades. So at this point, trade number 22, we were up $54.50, which is considerable considering we only traded with $100 per trade. So that's pretty huge. Now, what happened after that is we didn't change a thing. We didn't change a single thing, and we just slowly kind of bled off. We did bounce back a little bit here up to $43 and then started heading back down again. And just keep an eye on this column here, and you can see went all the way down to 16, then up to 26. Now this tracks every single trade, not each day. So there's a lot more variation. And now you can see we're getting into basically flat. And then we just continued to bleed off. Even though we didn't change a thing from those first 22 trades, we did the exact same thing. So this kind of goes to show you how whatever trading plan or strategy that you're using, you really need to take it to 100 trades before you increase your position size. You can even see here we went over $100 in losses, and we won our third trade today. So that brings us back to about $95 in losses total. So I don't know, that may sound like a lot to you, may sound like not a big deal, but consider the fact that we're just trading with $100 per trade on this trading plan. So we're down $95 at this point after 89 trades. A couple of my thoughts are that obviously so far this is not a profitable trading plan. We would have to win almost every single trade, the remaining trade, which is very unlikely for this to become profitable by the end of this thing, or break even. But anyway, yeah, it's still, I think, a very safe way to test a trading plan, because we've got to 89 trades. We've taken almost 100 trades already, and even though this thing is not profitable, we've only lost $95, starting with an allowance of $600 total for this account. So I mean, it is a considerable loss, there's no doubt about it, but it's not a blowing up account kind of loss. And this has allowed us to trade since July 29th. So we've been trading for almost 2 full months now. And yes, this is an unprofitable plan, but we're not down that much. And I think this kind of goes to show that even if you have a plan that's not profitable, if you stick to the plan and you use trader discipline, instead of maybe blowing up your account or something like that, it's going to be a reasonable loss, and you're going to learn a lot from that process. And that's what we're doing here, is we're learning that this plan as is not profitable, but we have also come up with quite a few ideas that could make it profitable, and I've covered them up for now, but we're going to go over them at the end of this whole thing once we've taken the 100 trades. So the other thing that's interesting here is we are tracking different profit targets, and again, this is based off of all of the previous tests that I've run, like the mid-cap test, the small-cap test. We found that in both of those tests that the 3R profit target was by far the most profitable, and that was true as well, during the beginning of this testing phase when we were still profitable with this trading plan, but as things kind of bled off, 2R is out in front of 3R now. They're both unprofitable, but it's only down 16R, where the 3R profit target is down 21R. And you could see our P&L curve. If I kind of hide what, off to the right, there you could see where we peaked right there. That's that $54 peak. So in the beginning, everything was trending up nicely, and then we were going kind of sideways, and then just started to bleed off, and now it just really looks bad, obviously. But a big part of trading is trader discipline. I think that's the most important part, and we committed to trading this plan for 100 trades no matter what. And that's the only way you're going to know if something really works or not, because what happens if the first 20 trades were unprofitable and then the rest of them were profitable, kind of the inverse of this? Then if we would have stopped after 20 trades, we wouldn't have known that. So obviously that's not the case here, but it's definitely happened before. The small cap trading plan started off big red and then ended up green overall. So our overall win rate right now is 19.1%, which sounds pitiful. But for 3R profit target, which is what we're holding to, you only need a 25% win rate to be break even. Anything above that, even slightly, 26, 27%, will be quite profitable after 100 trades. Entry number 1 is 18% win rate, so that's unprofitable. 14.8% for entry number 2. That's the worst, which is kind of surprising. I would think the entry number 1 would be the worst. That's what we've seen in the past, but just not the case here. And again, this is why it's good to track all these data points, because it's amazing how things can change. We're still trading a lot of small cap stocks, but a lot more micro caps with this Top Gainers trading plan. So the data is not really aligning with what we received from the small cap test. Entry number 3, 26%. So that one is profitable because it's above the break even, and we're down about 15.8% total on the account because we started with $600 allowance for trading this stuff. This I haven't updated. I just realized, but I could do that right now. So the probability of a one and done day, we just have to add 1 to this and 1 here. Just bear with me. And today we had a 3 and done day, so that's going to be 7 out of 33 trading days that we've had so far. So yeah, still the probability of a max loss day is by far the most probable outcome. And it's good just to track this kind of thing because you know what to expect. Sorry about that. You know what to expect going into each trading day. And that gives you confidence to stick to your plan because nothing surprises you. So obviously right now I expect to lose all 3 trades. So I'm not surprised when that happens. And it really helps, it helps you from becoming emotional when you're trading because you know what to expect. Obviously I would prefer the results to be different, but it was definitely a long shot for this trend, for this plan to be profitable. And again, we still have 11 trades to go, but I was trying my best to make it as simple as possible. And of course, the more simple you make the trading plan, the more likely you are to lose a bunch of trades. But again, we only need to win about 25 trades out of 100 to be profitable, or at least maybe 26, 27 out of 100. And right now we're at 17 out of 89. So, it's not that far away, but it's just probably not going to happen. But we're just going to keep doing it. We're almost there. We only have 11 trades to go, and I think we're learning a lot in this process. And one thing that's for sure is this really helped to fortify my trading discipline. And I think that is the most valuable thing when you're doing something like this. Whether the plan is profitable or not, can you stick to it? And can you just keep doing it regardless of the results you're getting? That is really a valuable skill to develop. Because even if you do have a profitable trading plan, if you don't have the discipline to trade it the same way every day, it's not going to matter. You're still not going to be profitable because you're going to be breaking your plan all the time. So anyway, the last thing before I let you go is we have 2 profitable trading plans so far, the small cap trading plan and the SPXL day trading plan. Now the SPXL day trading plan is only 45 trades in, so we still have 55 more to go. But it's showing exactly what we were able to backtest that plan. These types of plans you cannot backtest because the stocks are different every single day. But the SPXL day trading plan, we were able to backtest because it's always trading the same ticker symbol. And that trading plan proved profitable in the worst market conditions we've seen. since I've been trading, the beginning of 2022 up until May of 2022, this huge downtrend. We were profitable during that period, back testing, and then we've been forward testing it. So we have 100 days of back testing, 45 trades of forward testing, and that plan is profitable so far. And so far we're basically 2 for 4 on trading plans. We have the small cap trading plan, the SPXL day trading plan, both profitable. The mid cap plan was break even, and this top gainers trading plan is not profitable so far and looking like it's not going to be. So that's pretty much it. That kind of sums up everything. I'm going to go over all of that too once we get to the 100 trade point. So hopefully this video was helpful to you. Hopefully you've got some useful information. It's very important to be able to track your trades and know what data to track. You don't just want to track your P&L. If you're profitable for a period of time, doesn't mean what you're doing is going to work in the long run. So you really need to know what you're tracking and know how to track it. Know what's important to track and what isn't. You know, the P&L is really the least important thing. So anyway, before I start rambling more, as always, go into every single trade with a plan. Stick to that plan no matter what. Always take your stop losses, honor your profit target, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.